Welcome back to the Arch Blaze. I am getting myself some more magic first.
Okay, yeah, because fuck health.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And look what I got! Yeah! Yeah! It's red now. All of my items shall be red. Ugh!
Until we get out of hell.
Hades, but yeah. Man, this place looks freaking cool. Look at this.
I know, it's not hell, but it's just, you know...
Look at this place.
Pretty cool.
This place just rules.
I like what he's done with the place, you know? Could use, like, some draperies here and there, but, you know, I'm really digging, like, the bone structures.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Although, I gotta say, like, the River of Death has to go. It's just way too tacky. It screams, like, trying too hard.
And the reason that it screams trying too hard is because it sweeps away the people who swim in it, regardless of how strong they are.
Oh.
Oh, is this supposed to be a maze? I'm just looking for items. Well, I failed. I like how he, like, flails for a little bit before I just cut. So, we had a disagreement about the nature of stalkers. And,
what?
Yeah. What do you think makes someone a stalker?
I think, like...
Okay, so obviously it's somebody who, like, follows you and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you just, like, follow somebody online, is that a stalker?
Not quite. I'm not certain what the, like, you know, exact definition is.
Well, how do you use it? Because that's really what matters.
Like someone who's, like, possibly, like, intending harm to their target or, invading the target's, privacy. So, like, an online stalker isn't, necessarily, someone who's following you online isn't necessarily a stalker because they're only looking at information you've personally made public.
But it might be things that you've forgotten that is public. Man, he went down hard and fast.
Like, things you posted years ago and...
Yeah. Exactly.
Part of it is intent. Like, if you're, like, you know, looking at a person, like, see if, they're fit for this really, really, like, high importance job. Then, you know, it's understandable if you do a lot of digging. But if you're just... If you're not in that sort of position, and you're, like, really digging that deeply about someone, that... It depends on what, I guess...
So, is it possible that someone could say you're a stalker and you disagree with them, and you be right?
Yes, because it's not impossible for someone to...
Just
like,
be wrong about you?
Yeah, like, accuse you of something you're not doing.
Man, that looks freaking cool. Look at the shifting textures on it.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, look, it's turning the other way now. That's right, they wind up.
Cool.
I think they changed the thickness of these things with your difficulty setting, because this is way thicker than I remember them being.
It could be, yeah. I guess, yeah, you could be accused of being a stalker when you're actually not.
Okay. So, it's not at all the interpretation of the other person. It's not up to the stalkee whether the person who's following them is the stalker.
It's not entirely. 'Cause I think, part of it, like, what makes you a stalker is, like, is, I guess, if the person, like, if they tell you, hey, dude, stop following me, or, and if you don't, then you are a stalker.
Does this include, like physical following, or is it, like, stop looking me up on the internet?
Physical following, because there's not a lot you can do about, like, stop looking me up on the internet.
So, because
Like,
you can't
well,
resist it,
well,
it's not...
No, actually, what I should say is, you can take steps to, like, stop them from following you on the internet.
You can defend yourself.
Yeah, whereas, like,
You can't...
physical following, yeah, you can't really do very much unless you start getting physical back.
Yeah, you can't restrain them from following you quite so easily as you can just vanish from the internet.
Yeah.
But not everybody can vanish from the internet. Sometimes you're stuck in the position that you're in.
Yeah. I mean, you can take steps to, like, try to remove information you don't want them to see, if you can remember that it exists, and you can try to block them, but, they can always create new accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so,
Damn. Yeah.
Who were you having a disagreement with about stalking?
Well, I actually... Remember when we were talking about this the first time? I guess I just didn't understand you properly.
No?
Yeah, we were in the car, we were, like, going to the hardware store.
No, I don't remember this. When was this?
It was... The whole thing was in response to... Oh, no, wait, that was second place. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was talking about this with second place, not...
Yeah.
You two disagree with each other. You agree with me.
What'd she say?
Well, she said that it is up to the person being followed whether you are a stalker. Similarly, like, that's the same kind of thinking as you are not able to control whether or not you're creepy.
Yeah.
Which is a common, like, men's rights complaint.
Which I will give is fair, but it's a hard one to, like, solve or reconcile, because, what's romantic from someone that you have, you also share interest in is rather creepy if someone who you don't really care much for does it, and does it persistently, and you don't, especially if you don't tell them, hey, can you not? I don't like you that way.
Mm-hmm. We'll come back to that one, because I want to finish off the stalker thing. So, the way that I look at it, we're mostly in agreement here, is that being a stalker requires you to obsessively follow somebody.
Yeah.
And people can... It requires obsession.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Well... Yeah, it's hard to measure that.
Well, that's part of the point, is that it's not so easily measured, but it is true. Like, there we go. Okay, so, like, it's like having certain diseases. Like, it's really hard to test for certain diseases, but whether you have them or not is a point of fact.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just, well, do you mean to be stalking someone? Like, you can qualify for it, for being a stalker, when neither party involved knows that you are a stalker. But you have to, like, totally learn the ins and outs of this person's life and schedule and stuff in order to qualify in my mind.
Yeah, that's kind of, or not just schedule, but like, or like,
where you're looking up stuff about them because you like looking up stuff about them. It has no usage to you other than that you can obsessively follow this person because of your obsession in this person.
Yeah, it's more of a, like, an obsession like not just, you know, like a teenage like crush, because, you know, like we all kind of go through that sort of phase. Well,
we all go through a stalker phase. Is that what you're saying?
Well, like kind of like you know, as you're growing up, like you kind of like, well, not quite stalkerish, but you've kind of got this phase where you're just sort of obsessed with like usually some sort of big name person.
Let's see, did I didn't have to go do all of that again because I accidentally tripped a checkpoint. Well, I'm just gonna ignore that guy. I'll come back to you.
I'll come back to you. Now he's not going to be happy because you aren't like showing him that he matters.
Yep. Man, this is frustrating.
Yeah, it's rather hard.
So it has become funny to me when I'm like in a situation that I obviously put myself in, where I know the obvious thing to do and I just don't do it for whatever reason, like a skill failure. Like, oh, I know exactly what to do. I saw the thing. I failed in doing the thing.
You know, if Kratos was a girl, we'd totally be able to see her panties there.
Nah, I want to get more orbs out of that guy.
Okay, yeah. Also ignore what I said, okay. Wait, so you're gonna ignore him so you can get more orbs? Is that... I don't know what kind of logic that is. I'm guessing every time you die, you lose all the orbs that you got?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it runs on a strict checkpoint system, where it just saves your state. And because I already tripped this checkpoint, they're not gonna give it to me, so going there at all was a mistake that I can't really come back from.
Yeah.
There's no way to make up for it. You're just permanently fucked.
I wonder if that's pleasurable.
Oh, damn it. I did not hit the timer.
Again, no! You were pressing buttons on your fucking what? How does that even happen? I don't even know! Okay,
I mean,
it's the third time in a row. No. I don't even know what to do anymore. I have just accepted my lot in life, okay? Are you fucking kidding me? Again, you were pressing buttons! How does that even happen?
Why are you assuming that it totally guarantees that any button that I press means that it started?
You pressed a series of buttons! Why would you press buttons if you weren't setting the timer? What could you possibly have been doing?
Because I was clearing the previous timer.
From what?
From 30 minutes back to 0.
Why would you do this? Why would you clear that and not start it up immediately?
Because we didn't come back from the episode immediately. I went to get a drink, remember?
No, you were pressing buttons. Like, that was way before you started pressing buttons. I give up. Fuck it. We'll just go on whenever we feel like it.
Yep, whenever we stop, we stop.
Yay!
I'm kind of up for that.
Well, I'm not.
Well...
Okay, so stalkers.
So the idea is that, you know what? We wrapped up the stalker thing. We'll talk about guys being creepy on the next episode. Fuck this. Next time on the Arch Plays.